Welcome to Innerji, tarot, oracles, tea charms, astrology, and all things metaphysical. Hi, I'm Leslie, the Metaphysical Crone, and I'm going to offer you a general reading for this coming week that is starting Monday, the 20th of September 2021. And I'm going to be using some tea cards and tea charms today. Now remember, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates for you and disregard the rest. So let me turn the camera around so that you can see the reading table, and let's begin. So this is the mat that I'm going to be using today. It has 8 areas of life, including home and family, leisure and social life, as much as we can do that within COVID lockdowns for those of you who are in those areas. Career, business, work. Also, if you're a full-time student, this can represent the area of study. Love and relationships, not just romantic relationships, but relationships of all kinds. That could be family relationships, friendships, work colleagues, that kind of thing. Health and well-being, not so much you've got a condition that will it be cured, but overall well-being, body, mind, and spirit. Looking at monies, how that's travelling for the coming week. Not financial advice, but giving you a bit of an energy report, if you like, on the money situation. Adventure and discovery, so this is looking at maybe potential new things that you're looking at doing or wanting to do, or new little mini adventures you might be wanting to go on. Spirituality is all about our belief system, so whether you believe in a particular religion, philosophy, have a belief system, that's what this area encompasses. And the sun in the centre represents the overall theme for the week. And then we have the pros. So we'll draw a card and a couple of charms for that to see what the advantages are for you this week. And then the cons are going to be a card and a couple of charms to represent what the challenges are for the week, just overall. So let's begin. And so I'm just going to shuffle my little mini deck of tea cards. So yes, it's a tea card and charm reading this coming week, Monday, 20th September 2021. So you put a card for the theme and then one card in each area. And then to that, I'm going to add a couple of charms and then we'll do the reading. So one card for pros, one card for cons. Now you'll hear a little bit of noise now. This is me getting my charms out of my little bowl. I'm just going to put a couple of charms in each area. Oops. That is home and family, leisure and social life, career, business, work, study, love and relationships. Oh, an extra one fell out there, so I'm obviously meant to read that. Health and well-being, money matters. Oh, 2 star ones there. Might do an extra one. There we go. Adventure and discovery. And a couple of charms for spirituality. A couple of charms for what's positive, the pros for the week. And a couple of charms for the challenges or the cons for the week. So let's go with the theme card for the week. Let's begin with that. And we have the mirror. Now, the mirror is all about reflecting. You look in the mirror to see what is looking back at you. So this says that generally, regardless of what area of life you're looking at, it is time to reflect on what is working and what isn't. Let's just add a couple of charms to that too. And we have the ladder and we have the sword. So this is saying to me that the general theme for you for the coming week is to take some time to reflect. What is working for you, what isn't? And the sword is about cutting away. Sometimes we do things out of habit. Sometimes we do things because we think we're meant to. And it is about taking the time to really look at those things and see, are they still a part of my life? Are they still necessary for me to do for this coming week? We also have the ladder here. And this is saying to me that as you go through this process of what you need to let go of and what you need to keep on doing, is to take it in an organised, logical, step-by-step way. Don't be reactive, be proactive and take a logical, one step at a time approach and take your time to think deeply about it. So let's move into the area of home and family. And we have the sun here. Now, this is a beautiful, joyful card. This is also about bringing what joy can you bring into your home life, into your family life. And we have, I'll just bring it up to we have a little lapis lazuli crystal here. And that's saying to me that this is around communication. And we've got the infinity symbol. And so this is saying to me that it is about more joyful communication within the home and family. Communicating is more than just words, more than just speaking. How do you communicate in your home and your family? Can you do it through the little things that you do to support your family, to bring joy to them? Making a cup of tea for a loved one. It could be something as simple as that, or it could be something more in-depth where you actually take the time to bring some joy and kindness into someone else's life that you are close to, someone that you consider family. Moving on to leisure and social life, we've got the dollar sign here, so that's money. So in terms of social life, we've got the mountain and also the fish. Now, it's saying that it's there. You've got the money to go out and do things and leisure and social life, but we've got the mountain, and it's saying it's going to be a struggle to actually socialise. Now, there's nothing really unexpected about that with all the issues around lockdown and not knowing when you can go out, where you can go out, depending on what area you live in. So leisure and social life, whilst there is the ability and the abundance to be able to get out and about, there are challenges in the way. Now, I want to go a little bit beyond COVID because, COVID just seems to create a cloud over everything in terms of what we can and cannot do. So this is saying to me that you can still socialise during this coming week, but you have to look at it from the perspective of the challenge of what you can do versus what you can't do. So it might be a virtual meetup via Zoom or Facebook or, via even telephone. But it is about overcoming obstacles so that you can stay committed and work your way around the current restrictions that we have in order to still socialise, because it is good for your mental well-being. It's good for your emotional well-being to stay in contact with others. Looking at career, business, work, study, we've got the rose, we've got the wolf, and we've got the butterfly. Now, the rose represents what you're passionate about and what you're dedicated to and how things can bloom. So regardless of whether you are on stand down from work because of COVID, or whether you're working from home or you're still able to go to work, regardless of what your personal situation is, or even if it's study, it is about remaining passionate about what you do and seeing how you can apply your dedication in a new way, because the butterfly is about transformation. And the wolf is a leader of the pack, but it's also an animal that works very well on its own. Think of that term, the lone wolf. So what this is saying to me is, regardless of your personal situation with work or with study or with your business, it is about maintaining your passion and dedication to it and looking at new ways that you can still continue with it in some form, whether it's working from home, part of the pack, but you're still working alone at home. But it is about keeping up the passion, trying to stay as positive as possible. Moving on to love and relationships. The card we have there are the medicine bottles. We've got the anchor, and we've got Virgo, the sign of Virgo in the zodiac. And we have the gravestone. Now, the gravestone does not mean someone is going to pass away. It just means that things are slowing down, things are resting or coming to an end. The medicine bottles are telling me that for this coming week, it is about looking at the health of any relationship that is close to your heart, looking at how it's traveling, looking at where maybe things need to be a little more calm in it, looking at where it needs to be more stable. And the fact that we've got Virgo there, Virgo is about looking at the little things, looking at the little everyday things that can help a relationship or hinder a relationship. So this week for you, it is about just slowing down, not jumping in, staying grounded and stable, and really look at your relationship from the perspective of what can I do to make it better? and looking at the little things. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be something very, very small. It could be something as simple as being there for someone in some small way. So it is about looking at the health of relationships. It is about just slowing them down, remaining stable and secure and steady, and just looking at the little things that you could do or offer that make a difference. Moving on to health and well-being, we have the ring. Now, rings are all about commitment, coming full circle. We've also got the lizard and we've got the stork. So this is saying to me that it is about you looking at your health from a new perspective, that you're going to be looking at it in a new way. And it is about making a commitment to this new direction, this new way of dealing with your well-being. The lizard is an animal that either moves very fast or is very, very still and can be lazy. So I feel that in terms of your health and well-being, it is time not to just take it for granted and just lie, be still and just let it go on as it has been. It is time to make a commitment to looking at your well-being in a new way, whether that means changing what you eat, exercising a little bit more, whether it's about being available to talk things out with someone if it's an emotional area that feels out of balance for you in your well-being. It is about starting afresh, starting a new beginning, making a commitment and letting go of the old habits that don't work for you. Now we're looking at money. We've got the telephone, we've got cherries, and we've got 2 star signs here. So let me bring them up. We have Capricorn and we have Taurus. Now they're both earth signs. So when it comes to money this week, it's about communicating it. It's about talking about where it's at. It's not about hiding any communication, hiding behind any money issues. It's about communicating and about being practical. This week is about being practical with money. Taurus energy is fixed earth and it's very stable, very steady, very secure. Taurian energy likes to have everything sorted, likes to have good savings and good emergency funds. Capricorn is looking at the bigger picture. It's cardinal earth, so it's looking at the strategy of how to use your money, the big picture of it. And the cherries represent juicy opportunities. So I feel that if you pay close attention and really communicate, not just with others, but with yourself, about where your money situation is at in a very grounded, practical way, looking at your savings and see how that is, looking at how you can better utilize your money, maybe looking at a budget, etc., rejigging your budget, but really being much more focused. And that's going to give you more opportunities for a better financial future over the next week. And then we come to adventure and discovery. We've got the teacup, and I'll just bring the charms closer. And we have the ice cream cone and the dice. And really being able to sort of have a little bit of adventure or looking at something new to do. It is a bit of a roll of the dice this week. It is about keeping it lighthearted though. Whatever new adventure you want to have or whatever new discovery you want to make, whether it's starting a new hobby, whether it's doing something completely new, it is about keeping it sweet and light, like an ice cream. Enjoy it, keep it cool. And with the cup of tea, it is also about keeping it lighthearted, but talking to others about it as well. But it is going to be a little bit of a roll of the dice this week and see whether your number comes up, about appropriate timing for starting something new. Spirituality, we have the moon. We have bring up the charms. We have the money, the note of money, and we have the bat. So the moon is all about our emotional needs. It's also about our intuition. It's about our inner world. It's that part of us that we don't necessarily always easily show to other people. So I feel that in terms of your beliefs, your spiritual outlook this week, it is time to really focus on developing your intuition, learning to trust your intuition a little bit more. Because with the bat is representing someone who's highly skilled. It's representing having that laser-like point of view, being able to navigate in the dark. So if you're feeling a little bit lost spiritually, it is about learning to trust your intuition and following through on your instincts, on what your intuition is telling you. And in terms of the money here, when it comes to spirituality, It's saying that it's going to be abundant. Your spirituality, your outlook on spirituality is going to grow. You're going to be more abundant, and you're going to feel more comfortable by putting that laser approach, that really intelligent, skillful look at your intuition and how you can better develop it. Now let's look at the overall pros for the week. The card we have is the dog, and the charms we have are the ship and the lion. So the advantages for you this week is that things are going to be more friendly. Dogs are loyal, they're friendly. So people are going to be friendly with you, they're going to stay loyal to you. Things are going to move slower this week than you would like with the ship, because the ship moves slowly, but it also floats steadily. So just slow down this week and take advantage of the loyalty of friends that you have around you. And with the lion here, it is about saying, stand in your own power. Lion is the king of the jungle. The lion is powerful. The lion knows when to roar and when not to. So this week, it's about standing in your own power, taking things slowly, but doing it in a friendly way and staying loyal to yourself and loyal to people that you trust. Now, the cons for the week. Oh, I like it when positive things come up under the challenges. We have the hourglass, the spring visa, and the castle. Cherries, as I mentioned before over here with money, that represents sweet new opportunities, juicy things. And with two cherries, it's usually there's more than one, there's usually multiple. So I don't see any huge challenges for you this week. The castle is about, I'm king of the castle, so you can take charge this week of yourself. But we've got the hourglass, and so the hourglass is saying, look, allow yourself some time this week. And when we look at it all in relation to all the different areas of life, the main challenge you have this week is around your social and leisure life with that mountain there. But that can be overcome by thinking of different ways to socialise. So overall, I feel that the week is looking positive. I feel that changes around health are really important. Looking after the little things in relationships in a calm, steady way. In terms of business, it's about staying positive and dedicated and passionate about it, looking at new ways of running a business or doing your work or doing your study. And I feel overall that things are looking pretty good. I do hope this reading has been of help for you. If you would like to have a private reading with me, I do have online bookings and payment schedules available on my website now. So you can go to my website and you can find my website address down in the comment details area, or you'll see it come up on the screen at the end of this video. Until next time, many blessings to you.